Hi, happy Monday to you all. I am still getting a few things ready for tonight's live. I am just quickly going to share this into my group here. There we go. Okay. Hope you guys are having a fabulous, fabulous day. Monday. Happy Monday. Mine was busy and jam-packed and so full. Just lots of awesome things are happening this February for us, so I'm going to share some of that with you tonight as I'm working through the project. Let me see my chat. Ooh, lots of chat. Hi Anita, hi Sherry, hi Diane, and Maria, hello. Melissa, Bernadette, Joanne and Kim, hello you guys. Hi Anne-Marie, hi Jane and Denise, good evening. Happy cold Monday, Amy. I've been cold all day. I cannot get warm. I'm still frozen. I try to take like 2 hours, like dinner time, plus like 2 hours. So like from 5:30 to 7:30, I try to take off without like looking at my phone, answering any messages, all of that. And so after dinner, my husband and I sat down to finish the last episode of the Queen's Gambit. I think that's what it's called. So good. It was so good. Totally loved every minute. It has all the feels and just, it was really cool. If you have not seen it, it has nothing to do with the royal family, FYI. It's really, really good. So you should check that out on Netflix. It's a Netflix original. But I watched the last episode. I had 2 blankets, the fireplace, and I was still frozen. And I'm still frozen to this minute. Can't get warm. Oh my goodness. Hi Joanne Francis and Kim Martin. Hello. My goodness, so many people. I'm like, do we have repeat? I'm trying to look and see where I left off. Where have you been? Haven't seen me. Oh, you're not talking to me. Hi, Shelly. Hello, Mary, Connie, Levada, Carol, Jennifer. I'm doing well. Hi, Logan. Hi, Carrie Fry and Debbie. Did I see you using a paintbrush? Is that how you get to the tiny spots? Logan is too sweet. I don't have a paintbrush today, so not sure. I've used paintbrushes in the past for all sorts of different things. Hi Jill, hi Marcia. Hello Janice Page, happy Monday. Thank you Carrie Fry. Hi Pam, Vanessa and Gail. Weather has been clear, no more snow. We just have that like 3 to 4 inches. The kids had school today. No biggie. More snow coming on Thursday is what I hear. Another system moving in with colder air, as if it can get colder. My goodness. Hi Pam. Hi Tony. Good evening. And Maria. Oh yeah, she's, yes. Gotcha. Hi Angie. Hello Barbie. Yes, Queen's Gambit was so good. We like binged it. We started, I think, Friday night and finished it tonight. It is. Oh, it was so good. It was really good. Like, especially at the beginning, I was like, where is this going? Like, I had no idea. And then, seriously, the last episode, I was on pins and needles, holding my breath the entire time. Like, what's going to happen? So good. I can't even. Freezing in Michigan. I know. Oh, hi Jeanette and Carol from Iowa. Oh, the intro. Yeah. So I have I don't I don't have it right here, but I have done in the past a lot of watercolor painting with our chalk paste and paintbrushes, and that's what I was doing in the intro with a paintbrush, just using, you know, paintbrush with a watered down version of our paste to literally like paint by number, paint in those flowers that I was doing. I did that whole thing. If it's a small piece, it's like no big deal, pretty quick. A big complex piece could take you a few hours to do, and it's just like mindless little painting. I love it, but that's because you can hardly mess it up. I'm not a painter, but if I have a paintbrush in my hand, I feel like one. So that's why I do that a lot. Exhausted. Ellen is exhaustive. Tearing out carpet. Ugh, I never want to have to do that. I believe you. 60 years of muck. Enough said. You need a break. You need a... Hi, Jennifer Hickey. And Mary. Jennifer, I think you're the one from Hastings, right? If you're the one, did I ever tell you, or did you ever know that I used to be a teacher in Maple Valley? That's like super close to there. And also, I have good friends who live in Hastings. Or is it, oh, where? It's somewhere up there that you live, I think. 8 inches and still snowing. Kind of fun though. Kind of fun. I went and got more shot. Oh, I am sure it is awful when you do it, but it's got to be worth it, right? It's got to be worth it in the end. Very different, Bernadette. Yep. And sunny Arizona. I only wish we could have some of your sunshine. Snowed in 10 to 18 inches. That's an exciting snowstorm. Well, it is for me. Oh my goodness. Lake Odessa. I knew it was up there. I knew Lake Odessa. I know there's someone else that I have though that is from Hastings, but Lake Odessa, that's on the other, right? No, it's north. It's farther north. I know a couple people from up there too. From teaching in Maple Valley. Happy to be watching. Yay, April, yay. Reva, raining buckets. Well, I guess I could say at least it's not snow, but I prefer snow to rain because I don't like to get wet. Shaggy dog syndrome. Okay, all right, enough chitter chatter. We do have an awesome new kit that I'm going to show you today, and here's the deal with this kit. The surface that we're going to be using is completely out of stock for a while, but I have a bunch here, so that's why I'm putting it in this bundle. This is our double-sided box frame, which we're going to do on both sides tonight, and I'm going to show you how to kind of make it symmetrical. And I'm going to teach you a little bit about what to do when the paste packets are retired and you need some for a bundle. I'm going to teach you a trick. It also will save you money in the long run if you think about it. Hi, Sabrina. Oh no, don't fall. Oh no, you hurt your knee sledding. Oh gosh, I hope it was worth it. Up to 9 inches, Mary. Woo, hi, Marianne. Hello, hello. Okay, so while you guys are checking out the box, I'm going to tell you, we are using this, it's called Confections Candy Hearts, and it is just like, you know, those candy conversation hearts with the cute little sayings and the cute little hearts that are like a 3D look. We're going to create a couple different ones. The kit that you're getting is gonna come with 3 different base colors plus a white, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And you're also going to get, of course, the usual, the tools, the stir stick and the squeegee, so that you can create not only the front and back of this, but more, because you know you can create more stuff with this. And of course, you're gonna get some embellishments for both sides of this. So let's check it out. If you have a surface already or you know what you want, because that surface isn't available, I have a cart link to chalk paste colors and the transfer, which happens to be right there. So as you are looking at that, let me get over here. I just need to pin this. There we go. All right, so we're good to go. I'm gonna prep this by doing nothing right now. We're gonna look at our chalk paste. I'm sending you with a few different colors because the look that I like is a light color heart with a darker shade of the word. Like I don't like putting two different colors on top of each other. I want them to be a shade, like tone on tone, or I would use just a white with the words, but I'm gonna teach you. So you're gonna get a packet of this, which is our papaya. And what you're gonna do with this, it's kind of a clayish, orangish color. You're gonna scoop out a little bit from your packet and put it into a tray or on a plate or in a little dish, whatever you have. And then you're gonna take a little tiny bit from your white packet and you're going to put that in here and you're gonna mix it. You're not gonna use all of it because that white is going to be used on a few different things. So you're gonna mix this until you have a pretty little peachy color, like a real light peach color. See how pretty that is? Now, because we used papaya to lighten this with our white, it's gonna match perfectly when we put papaya on the words. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing for our regal. Now remember, you probably need even less of the regal because it's such a dark pigmented color. You're getting them in packets. When you get your packet, it's going to be shipped to you. It's going to be frozen. It could be cold and frozen. I want to tell you what you should do. Let's say, all right, I'm going to get my packet from Sarah and I'm going to do this right now. I want you to take the 4 packets. I want you to get a cup of hot water. You can get hot water from the tap or a microwave heated up, but I noticed that hot water from the tap works perfectly. And get your cup and then place your packets in the cup for a good 30 seconds. Pull them out, dry them off, squish them up. They're gonna all be super squishy. It's gonna help you to get them out with a little stir stick and then blend these new colors that you're making. Tiny bit, and we're just gonna blend. Look at this pretty light purple we're making. So these are great for conversation heart base colors. Okay, this is what I'm doing. Now, we have those done. I'm gonna come over here to the box. So this is our box frame, 5 by 5. I am gonna wax the inside of it because I can, and because it's that white wood finish. It's very similar to conversation hearts, absolutely, very similar. Okay, so we have that done. Now, I'm gonna lay one of these in there. I'm gonna mark the back of it first. See how fast I can work. Not very, apparently. The back of heart number 1. All right. Peel off the backer sheet. And I'm going to give this a fuzz. Just a once or a twice should do it. To fuzz, I'm just laying it on like a terry cloth fuzzing towel. Looks like this. And then I'm going to plop this down kind of in the middle, much as I can, and I'm gonna make sure that there are no bubbles in either direction. Now, I'm gonna take all of my peachy color and I'm just gonna kind of spread that out on there. Make sure I have enough. And I'm gonna get my small squeegee and I'm just spreading this light peachy color out. Okay, it's gonna be a light color, more than enough. I can put the extra back down here if I want. And then peel this up. Perfect, beautiful. Clean this off real quick. And then we're gonna let that dry and we're gonna do the overlay. Okay, so we are gonna let this dry here. We're gonna do the overlay. But I have to dry this. I cannot wait to get my quick dry tool. Cannot wait. Number one, it's super cute and teal colored, but it's also not a heated air. It's a nice cool fan with two switches, two fan speeds. Yay, Maria. Yes, you can type box in the comments if you'd like to check out. I only have a limited number. It's the last actual transfer box. I have another kit that's coming out a little bit later, maybe either later this week or next week, but it won't be a transfer design. It's gonna be a super crafty kit. So now I have this down in the really light color and I'm thinking, let's do Cutie Pie because I love Cutie Pie. That's a name that I would call my kids, Cutie Pie. And I'm going to fuzz it, especially because we are going over a layer of chalk. Now that's dry, but you know, it could get a little risky. And I'm just going to kind of lay this at an angle and pick up some of my papaya, which is the straight dark color. And we're just going to go over this with the dark color. And so it will match, it will blend. And if you wanted to get that peach a little bit lighter, you would just add less peach or more white. But this, I think, is super cute because it's tone on tone, and I really like that. So I'll let you guys get a good look at that. You can see as soon as it dries, I'll hold it up so you can see the good color that it is, how it matches. It's just a little bit darker. I was testing this out earlier and I made that peach a little bit lighter, but it looks good. It looks good like this. And I'll hold it up so you can see more. And then we're going to add some cute embellishments to this that are going to coordinate. So you can see it definitely looks good, like the tone on tone. Let's flip it over. I want this to be white. So I'm going to take a tiny bit of my white because that white is going to be used in a couple different ways. I'm going to take just a tiny bit to simulate you're taking a tiny bit, and I'm putting it into this tray. And I'm going to spray it with water. And then I'm going to mix this in here. So I'm just going to whitewash this surface. Not the whole entire thing and all the sides, just that surface as best I can with what I have. So first I'm going to spray, and then I'm just going to kind of use my hand to rub that water all over, and I'm going to grab kind of a small paintbrush because I want to have some control over what I'm doing. And I probably should do it this way. Now this is just going to be a wash. It's not going to completely cover, and I'm getting it a mess. It's not going to completely cover every square inch of the brown. It's just going to whitewash it. Get about halfway this way, and then I'll turn it so I have a good idea of what I'm doing over here. And you just keep picking up more of the white as you go, because as it dries, it lightens up. We're going to end up with just a nice whitewash on here. And I just kind of want it to smooth it out now. So I'm going to try to smooth out all of the little grain in all of the directions. It's kind of hard, but you could take a dry brush too and smooth out some of this. I think it's gonna be okay no matter what we do. Especially in the middle, because in the middle is where your image is gonna go. All right, good enough for me. All right, so we're gonna dry that little whitewash. Hi Barb, hi Victoria, hi Joan. Oh yeah, you got the box. Hopefully it came to you. Bernadette, send me a message. I do have some extra boxes in stock. I do too, Victoria. These are amazing box frames. They are so sturdy, and they've got such a nice thick lip. You could totally make it like a faux shadow box. They're so cool. Thank you, Gail. Oh, Joanne, not marvelous yet. I know, I'm so sad. I will tell you all tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. So do your conversion wherever you live. Eastern, it's 11 a.m. Central, it's 10 a.m. Pacific, it's 8 a.m. All the brand new transfers are going to be live, launching live on my website. Just transfers. Everything else is going to be in about 2 weeks on the 16th. So tomorrow, all new transfers. If you are, this is really cool. If you are a Club Couture member, real quick, I'll tell you about this while I have a minute. If you're a Club Couture member, we have a promotion for you. If you're not a Club Couture member, type club in the comments and I'll get you the information. You can join right now, and then you will be in for this awesome promo that starts today, but tomorrow, because the bundles are starting tomorrow. We have 4 new Chalk It Up kits. Now, Chalk It Up kits are not project kits. They're generally tools and supplies that go together that you will need to create certain things. So there's like an ink kit. There is a generic tool kit. There is a kind of like the startup kit that you could get when you're signing up as a design or as a Club Couture member. But the 4 Chalk It Up kits are 15% off for club members only. And that's going to be all month long. And don't forget, club members, you are all getting a brand new catalog free. Woo! So exciting. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the box frames are amazing. I 100% agree. Gail Martinez, because you're on YouTube right now, the only way for you to get the club link is for me to actually send it to you right now. Otherwise, you'll never get it. So I'm going to send it to you, but that's the only time you're going to get it. So you're going to have to save that link or whatever. But I just sent it to you, Gail, so hopefully you can see it in the comments. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one. So I'm going to take this other heart. We're going to call this heart number 2. And peel it off of the backer. I will fuzz it a couple times. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Okay, perfect, Bernadette. Let me make sure it is the right way. You don't want to do this because it has words. You don't want it to be upside down or sideways or anything. All right, so we're going to do our beautiful light purple color on here. This dried out just a little, so I'm going to just add a smidge of water. If your pastes, after you warm them up with that cup of hot water, you stick the packet into that cup of hot water to warm it up for 30 seconds. If it seems thick, add the tiniest amount of water, like the tiniest. A little teeny bit goes a long, long way. So the tiniest amount. I'm just kind of scooping this up with my stir stick, and then I will spread it using my small squeegee. This is going to be a real pretty color. It reminds me of an old color that we used to have called Orchid. That was a really pretty color. It was like a light purple. Wipe off my excess. Peel this up. Ooh, and I'm going to let that sit for a minute. And I will take off the club so you guys can see. I'm sorry, I forgot to take that down. Just reminding everybody. Okay, now I'm going to let that transfer dry over there, and we will dry this beautiful light purple heart. Hi, Jackie. No worries. You'll catch up quickly. I think I'm going to use Be Mine for the second one, but there are 4 other words and phrases that I didn't use yet. Like the XOXO, which always is cool. Okay, that's pretty dry. Now we're going to take some of our purple. I'm going to take the Be Mine and get it ready for this. I am going to fuzz it. And of course, we're going to embellish at the end. Okay. Here we go. Kind of get that angle going. And then I'm going to dip into our Regal dark purple and really get those words in that tone on tone kind of color. Ooh la la, that looks really good. I love doing this. So I was picking out colors, separate packets that I was gonna do and like try to find, you know, like a light pink and a dark pink and a light, you know, and as I was doing it, it was racking up. I'm like, this is gonna be really expensive. And I don't have all the light colors because they're out of stock. So all I have to do is throw in a packet of white and you guys can make your own light color and have the dark color. I am throwing in for you a bonus color. So you're also going to get this beautiful Current Jam color that is in a packet. So it would be like a light pink and a dark pink. And I will throw in embellishments for that too. You only have one surface, so you get to pick. Do you want pink and purple? Do you want the peach and the purple or the peach and the pink? You get to pick, and then you can use this transfer on another surface that you already have at home. You know, maybe you have a heart cutout, or maybe you have something else that you can use for the other. But I'm throwing in some extra supplies for you this time. Okay, so we have this done. Let me clean this up a second before we start to embellish. So I'm going to dump everything into my water. Get it out of there. So everybody had a chance to hear how we're going to keep our packets nice, perfectly what do you call it? Smooth and creamy. Just dip it into some hot water in a cup, like fill the cup with hot water, put your packets in there for 30 seconds, and it's amazing. Okay, so now I just want to make sure I did not sell out of bundles. That's always a struggle. Okay, good. We have a few left. I didn't have too many of these. That's why I want to make sure. Okay, so I'm going to close this too. All right. Now we're going to do a little embellishing. So I'm going to tie in. So for our purple side, I've got some great purple ribbons that I'm going to use. I remember one day this summer, I said, or maybe it was in the winter or fall, I don't know. But I said, I don't have any purple ribbon. So I went and particularly, you know, I had to pick out specifically purple ribbon. And so I know I have 2 good purples, and I am going to trim those edges off so that they are flat, and then I'm going to do the little dovetail cut on these on both ends. We're going to add some, you know what, I want to bear with me for a minute. I am gonna do this all with just you guys looking down, because I want to use this video for something, and I can only do that if my face is not showing. So let's clean it up. There, that looks pretty. Okay, what we're gonna do is we are going to dovetail both of these, and I'm gonna add some burlap ribbon in here too, because the burlap is going to match the surface. So when I'm picking out ribbons and embellishments, basically what I do is I look for things that complement and coordinate with the colors, plus the frame itself, the surface. So in doing that, I'm going to go ahead and use a little piece of burlap, and I'm not sure if this will be too thick, but we always can like squeeze it. So we're going to put our purple kind of on the top here, and then when I squish this together, I have my hot glue. It's not on. I think I need my new battery real quick. So let me grab a new battery for my glue gun, because we have to get that going. That's on. I thought it was, and I didn't check it, but now it's on. Okay, so we're gonna take a little bit of jute. I'll just cut enough so that I know I can tie it with my fingers without it being too difficult. And I've just got these 3 pieces, but I'm going to squish them up in the middle so that they kind of look like a butterfly, or they kind of look like a, like a bow tie almost. And I'm going to tie this once back here, get it really tight, and I'm going to wrap it back around, and I'm going to tie it again in the front, but I'm going to pull it so that the strings can go out to the sides. And then I will trim these little strings so that they are not any longer than that purple. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to fray this. So I'm going to take the my little detail tool, and there is a sharp point on the end of this detail tool. I'm just going to, if you kind of watch, I'm just going to start unraveling this and fraying it, if that makes sense. Like that. And then you can kind of open it up with your own hand and you know, do it as much or as little as you want, but it's just kind of cool. Yay, Tony, I'm so glad you got new stuff. Maria, you don't necessarily add water to make it lighter. Water just thins it out, but it doesn't necessarily change the color. You definitely want to add white to your darker color to make it lighter shades. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so now I have, actually I want to fray this all the way down. Now I have this fun little purplish bow, and I don't want to lose that cap. So this is going to go on here, okay? I'm going to hot glue it. So let me get hot glue, and I'm just going to put some on the back of this bow. As soon as it can squeeze out, it will. There you go. Or there I go, I guess. And I'm just kind of putting it in the corner for a fun little piece to this. Then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. But this time I have some peach colored ribbon. So I'm just picking out colors that coordinate, and I add different textures. So like I love this, like I guess knitted or crocheted ribbon, I don't even know. And again, I'm going to add that burlap for that burlap touch. And I think we will do, I think, you know what, for this one, let's make it look a little different. This one, let's do just an angled cut on everything. And so you'll get to see how things look different based on the way we cut the ends. I'm cutting them all in that same direction. That just, there we go. Okay, so we've got our burlap. We're gonna lay this on there, which is skinnier, and this, which is skinnier yet. They're all different lengths. And we're gonna use, again, that jute to tie it up. And I'm going to kind of squish it together in the middle. But this time it'll have kind of an off, like it won't be symmetrical. And I'm gonna tie it in the back as tight as I can with just me and my little 2 hands. And then when I flip it around, I'm gonna tie it off in the front. And I'm gonna pull it through so that these go straight through the middle. I make them really tight. I'm going to trim them a little bit shorter here. And then I can fray it again. I kind of like putting it on my mat to get in there and just start fraying with this little detail tool. If you don't have the detail tool, it is one of my favorites for a lot of reasons. It's like a tiny miniature squeegee on one end and a pokey hard tool on the other. Pokey tool. I just call it a pokey tool. Put the cap back on. And so we have this like, it's like when you take your hair out of a braid and it has that pretty wave to it. That's what this is. And I made it a little bit frizzy. And then you could do a couple things. We can put it here so that it meets up with this one so they're both on the same side. Or you could put it over here. You can see part of that through here. It's completely up to you. I'm going to kind of meet sides with it. I'm going to put some hot glue on it. And I'm going to place it right here on this corner. So it's a little bit different. They kind of meet up where they are. And there you go. You've got your peachy side, you've got your purple side, and it's two completely different things. So, ribbon queen. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let me show you. This is our purple side, which has the two shades of purple, and this is your peachy side. And I have to do my own concoction with the currant jam so I can send you some pretty stuff that matches the currant jam, but it'll be very similar. You're going to get all of this inside the kit. One last thing to tell, actually, I didn't talk about this at all. If you aren't inside my VIP group, you definitely want to get in there. Type add me in the comments and I will send you a link so that you can join. And then let's flip it around again. You can also do one side of this only, leave the other side blank for something that's real neutral. So after Valentine's Day, you could flip it over and use the exact same surface, but have it just be a neutral, like a neutral saying or a neutral design. I'm like dying of thirst. And then the last thing I want to tell you is today launched our brand new designer kit. Also our brand new designer debut program. And I told everybody all about it in my most recent video that I recorded this morning. It's inside my opportunity group. If you want a chance to watch that so that you can kind of like be in the know, if you're curious about becoming a designer, type team in the comments. And I will send you a link so that you can join that group. One last completely shameless plug. I like to share this. And I'm going to put this back up for a second. We have a challenge this month. And our challenge this month is to have a certain number of Club Couture members join the club with us. And so if you're not in my VIP group, you want to make sure you're in there because I'm going to announce a big deal. Can't tell you what it is. But for anyone who joins my Club Couture in February, it's a really big deal because we're having a like a race to 20. We want 20 new club members this month. So that's my goal. So I would like you to type club if you don't know anything about the club and you'd like to learn. But make sure you're in my group. Type add me if you're not. Okay? That was my last shameless plug. Happy Monday, you guys. You can get this kit while supplies last. I don't know how many more people purchased. Okay, I have 3 kits left. That's it. I'm like literally making sure I have enough. So go ahead and type box. If there's an error that pops up with that box for any reason, it's probably sold out if you're watching the replay. But as of this moment in time, I have 3 left. Okay, these will all get shipped out tomorrow, so you'll get them ASAP. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Make sure you're following and subscribing to my channel on YouTube and my business page here on Facebook. Have a great night. I'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, with a brand new, newly launched project from our new catalog right here tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, you guys, have a great night. See you tomorrow.